Hello. Ah. Hi everyone. Thanks for joining. I wanted to come on live today just spontaneously because I felt like I wanted to drop into the moment and see what's there for all of us today in terms of like UHP links and updates and the energy shifts that wants to happen, that's ready to happen, so that we can feel more supported and we can like relax more into the current energetics and the energies and be able to more softly sift through that and flow through that with more ease. And yeah, so I just wanted to come on here, and I actually spoke with my beautiful friend earlier on today about some feedback on the sessions that I do, like one-on-one, or also starting to do them in the group environments. And yeah, and the feedback was very, very helpful for me to listen, because sometimes like we need that feedback to be able to know how exactly we can serve people the most, what is it in us that impacts them in the most beneficial way, like what is it in us that actually uplifts others and helps others. And like, yeah, so, and yeah, it was very, very good to hear that, and how like she really enjoys how there is this intuitive capacity in me which I can use to really drop into the moment and just see what is there energetically for all of us that we're ready to either let go of, like with this beautiful love kind of appreciation of it, of what was, and we are letting that go now because we're ready to grow, and then also to welcome in the new with like curiosity and playfulness, and like, yeah, with that more of ease kind of perspective. And yes, and right now currently actually there are like so much different energies in like in our environment, in like what's happening with the planets, with the new moon that just happened on Sunday. And yeah, there's just so much that's going on that I myself have felt a bit under the weather this couple of last days. And yeah, so I feel like I really wanted to come on and just see what is there that's ready to change for all of us, that's gonna be watching this live video, either if you're here live, or either you're gonna be watching this in the replay. You can still participate and you can still receive any support and healing for yourself. And yeah, so with this I'm actually gonna tune in like what we call UHP, which is Universal Health Principles. So we're gonna tune in to this universal intelligence, consciousness, energy, like this unity field, basically, like unity consciousness. And yeah, and I'm gonna see what it wants to communicate to us today. Okay, so I'm also gonna make some notes just in case. And yeah, so I'm gonna drop in. I'm actually gonna close my eyes because it helps me to really see the energy better and connect better to that field. Okay. So we're actually starting with the current energies. And I'm making some notes so I don't forget. Okay. And the new moon that happened on Sunday, which is 2 days ago. And specific aspect about the moon that wants to be seen. Okay. Aspect of creativity. So you know, like moon has cycles, right? It's like the new moon, the full moon. It's like that is the whole cycle we go through every month. And there is belief system in that that's ready to be seen. So belief system is some kind of saying or feeling. It's like some sentence that when we think about that, or when we think that, it's like there is some emotion attached to it, and when belief system comes in, it means it's ready to actually shift and release from us. So I'm just gonna see what is the belief. Belief system: I can't be creative. And parallel to this, and parallel just means we're looking at something else as well within this link. And okay. So now we're looking at the sun, which is kind of cool. It's like moon and sun. And we actually strengthening the sun to our power. And parallel we have our heart. So we have heart. Strengthening our hearts to freedom. And parallel we have our lungs. So lungs are kind of like all around the heart and like beautifully supporting our heart. Okay. So there is also belief system. Hi Relindy, I'm just doing UHP links, so you're welcome to join. So we have our lungs, and there is belief system in the lungs. And thanks for the hearts. So belief system, and let me just check. Belief system: I can't be as powerful as I'd like to be. Hi. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm just getting them, and I'm also making some notes to not forget, and then we're gonna tap out. So you're right on time. I'm still tuning in. And yeah, okay, so that is linking to, it's linking to our skin and strengthening our skin to light. And I'm kind of getting this like light, like cosmic light, like sort of like the stars, the universes, like that sort of like light. And parallel we have our legs and our feet, strengthening them to our path in this lifetime. So it's kind of beautiful. It feels like we are really connecting both to those cosmic aspects, and I think this is for me. Cool, that's awesome. Yeah. And yeah, so it seems like, yeah, we have those cosmic aspects, but also we are bringing that into our physicality and our bodies and our even like, path for life. So even when times can be challenging and we can feel like emotional or confused or whatever that is, there is still path in life that we do have, and it's okay to let those moments of like any sort of challenges to also like be there and pass us by, and we don't get to like be distracted with them so much, because we know that ultimately you know, we gonna be on that path of our life with much more like conscious awareness to it, with much more of experiencing of the goodness of it and results that come from it as well, like the success with our path for life. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. It totally aligns with where I'm at. Amazing. Yeah, that's why I love doing this so much, because we really get to see what's present for all of us who's participating, who's gonna watch this either live or in replay. It's like I'm tuning into consciousness of all of us, to all of those energetics. So I'm really happy that it connects. Yay. Yeah, and as you're here, it means you're ready for some change, ready for some shift, and like more ease, more lightness in your system, in your life, and how you feel. So that can support you in your experience, in your path. Okay, so, okay, I'm getting there is more. So that is linking to our eyes, and we are strengthening our eyes to light, and we actually zoom in onto that light. And it also wants to be seen as starlight. Yeah. Okay. And that's linking to, it's linking to now our irises. So in our eyes we have iris. Yeah, okay. And we are strengthening the irises in our eyes to beauty. It's sort of like as we strengthen that to beauty, we can sort of see more of the beauty in life. So it's, as you know, it's always, it's not what's present in front of you, but how you look at it, what you notice in it. So this allows us to sort of notice more of the beauty. And when we do that, it's like we feel like more uplifted, more excited, better, because like suddenly it's like, oh, life is beautiful. There is beauty in life. And also the more of things we find that we want in life, the more we focus on what we like, the more that starts to increase. So that is kind of like a beautiful, awareness to have, and a beautiful way the life is designed to be. How we can have more of the things we would like in life is to focus even on little details that already represent something we like. Yeah. And it's actually, I feel also to share it, actually also in a way connects to this Virgo energy, Virgo zodiac, and I myself am sun sign Virgo, so the Virgo is really good, and right now it is that season of Virgo, and Virgo is good as sort of like discerning very well, like the good part of something out of the stuff that's not beneficial, not necessary, so that we can really focus on something that's like, oh, that's the core, that's the beneficial part, so let's just focus on that, so we are not distracted by all that like noise around the thing, so we can actually get the thing. Yeah. And okay, and parallel we have something more. Okay, well, we actually have Virgo, and thanks for the hearts. I love them. Yeah, so we have now Virgo zodiac. And we are zooming in. And kind of this aspect of harvest, because Virgo also really represents the harvest, like in the autumn, in the fall season, we really take the harvest from the summer. Yeah. And we are zooming onto that harvest. And there is belief system. I can't take my let's see what it is. I can't take my past with me. And again, like this, of course, in some way is true. Of course, we can't do that in some ways. And of course, we can still bring in some aspects of it, some memories about it. But what we gonna do with this in the link is that we actually gonna see if there is any emotion in you that arise towards that of I can't take my past with me. Maybe it's actually the grieving for something that's gone and you no longer can have that in the next phase of your life. But as you know, when something lives and goes, it means there is place for something new to come in. It's just the way the life is. There is always growth and expansion and shifting. That's actually good for us. It's good for our growth, for our soul, for our experiences, for for all of that exploration of why we are on earth too, is to explore, is to play, is to experience, is getting to know ourselves. So even if there might be emotion of letting something go, it's okay. We can honor this. We can be with this emotion, and we can let our bodies to softly also digest and process and release that emotion. Because ultimately we want to feel good, we want to feel open and ready for something new, for something that's already on our way to like come to our life. Yeah, okay. And okay, so there is more. That's nice. We are getting like really like a session. Okay, and parallel to this we have our lips and our mouth. With emotional release of fear to speak. There is more to this. To speak about something. To speak about truth. Interesting. And of course, truth is like, what is truth? It's like, there are multiple truths that can be true, but what's true for us in the moment, or what feels right for us in the moment, that can be the truth. It's like, oh, right now I feel this way, for example, that's the truth. Or like, oh, I like this, or I don't like this, I want to go there, I don't want to go there, that's also truth. And there is also higher truth, of course. So whatever that means for you, releasing any fear to speak your truth. Yeah. Okay. With update towards it's okay to speak my truth. Yeah. Yeah, so it feels like we are ready for that, like, oh, it's okay to speak my truth. Like, how nice would that feel to not doubt myself, to not doubt what I'm gonna say right now, what I feel right now, what I think right now. Like, oh, what if it would be okay to express that? It's so nice. It really gives us freedom to just, like, be at one with ourselves and not feel like we are rejecting some part of ourselves because someone else might disapprove of that, for example. But when we ourselves are okay with our own truth, with expressing that, no matter what kind of reaction we're gonna get from other people, because we don't depend on that reaction, because we're like, oh no, but I accept myself, I like myself for saying that. That gives us freedom and power and the strength to really be okay with it. And then it interestingly reflects in other people actually being okay with our truth too, because they see that we are okay with it. They see how confident we are in that. So they actually start to be on our side in terms of that. So nice. Yeah. I feel like all of us, like, as I'm experiencing people on the planet, we do all have that limit usually that we put on towards ourselves of like, how much it's okay to express. And so it's really good to let ourselves express just a bit more. Yeah, because that's when we can communicate, we can connect, we can express our ideas, we can co-create together. That's where the beauty of creation starts to kind of infuse and come through. It's like, it's so beautiful. We all need that. Yeah, and Relinda says, yes, yay. Yeah, like imagine how beautiful that would be if everyone was feeling free to express their soul, their heart. Yeah, so liberating. Yeah, that's where we get to create the new world that we actually would like, that we actually feel from inside. Yeah. Okay, so there is more. Okay, I'm excited. It's kind of nice. It's a nice session for us. Okay, so parallel we have. And it's interesting, I'm looking like I have a rose right here, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so what came through is we actually, oops, I just have had one leaf fallen off of it. But yeah, but we have sort of actually like a stem. So you see like all the flowers, they have like a stem before they bloom. Right? And all of the parts of the growth of the flower, of the blooming of the flower, is just as important as the other part of it. We usually like to enjoy like the bloom part, right? But it's all kind of makes sense, all of the journey part of it. And yeah, so we have this is like metaphorically. We also take a look at our own stems. So like before we grow and bloom also, and like which can represent, for example, like your mission being completely realized in the world, or you getting something you would really like in the world, and all of your efforts are starting to bloom into that result that you can enjoy. But before that, there is that stem that we are sort of working towards. And yeah, so we have all of our own stems, which is, again, this is metaphorical, but you can imagine that. Okay, and we are zooming onto it. And there is belief system. I can't be confident. Which is kind of interestingly weaves in with what I was just sharing about, like how it is nice when we start to approve of ourselves, and how that starts to increase our self-confidence. Oh, I needed to hear this today. I'm so glad that you have joined. I love when that happens, when there is this connection that the other people can receive the information that's helpful for them. So yeah, that's super good. And yeah, so now we are also looking at any emotions in you, and in those efforts, in all of those steps that maybe you are taking in your life, but you still do not see the results yet, and you start to maybe even doubt yourself of, is it gonna ever bloom? Is it ever gonna give me those results? Should I keep going, right? Sometimes we have those moments, and I can relate to also having those moments, right? It's normal as humans to kind of have that doubt sometimes. Yeah, you too. Cool. And yeah, so, but even when we do have that doubt, we can still choose to be like, it's okay to like have those emotions, but I'm choosing to actually trust myself and my guidance, and like that there is a reason for everything, and what I'm taking steps in will create the results. I know it. So we start to actually infuse our confidence into the reality we are creating, and at some point it will start to reflect, because again, there is that confidence that we know it will, but also, of course, there is that surrendering to universe, because sometimes universe actually wants something even better for us, and sometimes we can't quite see the beauty of what is possible for ourselves, but it's still important to keep going. Yeah, it's still important to keep going, because then you start, as you grow and open up more, you start to receive more higher information about your life and your mission and what you actually want and why you're actually here. It all starts unfolding as you go. So that's why it's so important to still keep going, even when you don't yet see and know, like, where is it gonna go? And also it's important to enjoy the journey. Again, it's important to also like rest and enjoy and have fun and play, even in the moments that are seemingly, you know, nothing much is happening, but you are here. So you can infuse that moment with your passion, with your love, with your care, with your beauty. And yeah, and make sort of like extraordinary experience out of ordinary moment. Yeah, and let me just see, there is light. I'm gonna just see if I can move this a little bit. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I'm so enjoying your presence, Rilindi. So cool. Yeah. So we are gonna help our body remove the emotions from I can't be confident. Okay, and parallel. We have our feet again. And again, there is some strengthening that's happening. Again, it's strengthening to our path, but now we also zoom into that definition. It will manifest, or like it will happen. So now with all of those links, we're sort of like went through the layers of the things that might have been preventing us from walking our path, from having results, from like being confident. And now we sort of gone back to that, like, oh yeah, now we know it's gonna happen, it's gonna manifest. So it's like, woohoo, there is now greater clarity and confidence in that. Yeah. Okay, so there is more. Okay, so now again we have our paths. So all of us have our own unique paths. So you have your own path in life that's like uniquely yours. And only you know from inside of you what's true for you, what your path is. Only you can discover that. There are, of course, people and situations that can help you clarify it, but it's your path. Yeah, so we are zooming into that. Strengthening your path to confidence and beauty. Interesting, there is so much about beauty today. And it's kind of, it's interesting actually that this rose, it's in a way like a confidence and the beauty. It's like once you are keep on it with the track and being like, no, I know it's gonna happen. It's like, and keep working through your path. It's like, oh, then there's beauty. And of course, the beauty is again present in each stage of your life. You can always find something beautiful around yourself or in yourself. So you don't have to wait until the final bloom. What does even that mean, right? Final bloom. There is always next bloom. There is next. We are constantly expanding, so there is no finality of something. So you can always find things to enjoy now. Why wait for anything? Yeah. So, okay. Okay, so I'm getting that's good. These are our links. So now we're actually gonna tap them out. And let me just see where we started. Okay, so yeah, so the way we tap is we gently tap on our head to kind of awaken our brain, to go scan our whole system, see where inside of us there might be something relevant, something like resonating to these messages that I will be sharing once again with you. Oh, awesome links, thank you. And then we also tap in our heart to kind of save the change. It's like save button is our heart. It's like, oh, cool, the upgrade of the system is complete. Now we have sort of this new awareness, new way of feeling, of seeing life, of like being more confident, seeing more beauty in life. And we breathe. So also tap and breathe. And so we start with current energies. And just be with yourself. You can close your eyes. Link into the moon aspect of creativity. With belief system, I cannot be creative. So if there is any emotion in you towards this, I can't be creative. Maybe someone in childhood told you like, oh, that's not pretty enough. It's not good enough. So you're like, oh, I should be like someone else, not like myself, because creativity really allows us to be completely who we are in a way, without no boundaries, but without no rules of how it should be, but it is being expressed from inside of us, of like, oh, that just feels right for me right now. So we let that express. And again, releasing any emotions of I cannot be creative, whether it's conscious for you or something you're not aware of. If there is something like this, your body will find it. So again, like your body is doing this work. You're not doing anything, you're just relaxing. And parallel, we have the sun strengthening to our power. So it's like there is that power, even when there are clouds on the sky and we cannot see the sun. The sun is still there, the power is still there. Sometimes it's just harder to access it for various reasons, various distractions in our life, but it's still there. So we are allowing that now to be strengthened more because we are ready to experience more of our power. And parallel, we have our heart. You can place your hand on your heart if it feels right. Strengthening to freedom. So allowing that connection to freedom to be strengthened in your heart. And parallel, we have our lungs. Belief system, I can't be as powerful as I would like to be. And just breathe. Again, with this, we are just releasing any emotion. And your body knows exactly how to release it, how to process it. Just breathe. I can't be as powerful as I'd like to be. This is all a perception. All of it is just a perception, how we see it. But of course, there is a next level of power you are able to access. And with this link, I feel like we are allowing ourselves to experience a bit more of that. Link into our skin. So the skin of our body strengthening to light. And this is like a cosmic light. Like starlight, like that cosmical, beautiful, expansive light. So it's not like just a light in this world, but it's like cosmical, which allows us to kind of go a bit more cosmic too. in how we see, in how we feel. It's like from that more expanded awareness of who we are, as well as like those beneficial aspects of like planets, for example, sun and moon, and so we kind of can feel more connected to that universal intelligence, universal order of things. So we don't feel as like lost kind of here on earth, but we're like, no, we are not only on earth, we are also connected as well. Yeah, in the universe. So parallel, we have our feet, strengthening our feet to our path. So you can imagine your own path in life, whether you consciously know of what it is or not, it's still there. Yeah, even if you kind of don't know it yet. but it's there. You're here with a path. You're here with a reason. You're here with some sort of mission for your life. So we are strengthening your feet to your path. Linking to eyes, your eyes, strengthening to starlight. So again, allowing us to kind of be more connected to that starlight and seeing from that light. Okay. And we have irises in our eyes, which are uniquely beautiful for everyone. So you have your own irises in your eyes, and we are strengthening that to beauty. Allowing you to see more beauty in the world, in yourself, in your life, in your surroundings. And parallel we have Virgo, the current zodiac, and the harvest. With belief system, I can't take my past with me. And just breathe. Again, here you may feel some grief, maybe, some sadness, maybe, maybe even regret of something not being done the way you wanted. And now it's like, it's past, so you can't really change it or like do something with it. But again, that's okay. There's more opportunities always coming in. So gently allowing your whole system to release any emotions around I cannot take my past with me. And then we have our lips and our mouth with release of any emotions and the fear to speak about our truth. Yeah. With update of it's okay to speak my truth. So allowing you to receive that update that, oh, that's okay to speak my truth. It's like you are deciding in a way for yourself, like, it's okay if I'm gonna speak my truth. It's like with no attachment to how others will perceive it, what they think of it. Like for you, at least for you now, that's okay. And parallel, we have our stems, which is sort of that like stems of the flower before it starts to bloom. With belief system, I can't be confident. And just for yourself, just tuning into that, like all the steps you take and all the plans you making. If there is any emotions of I can't be confident, releasing that. And parallel, we have our feet, strengthening to our path, definition, it will manifest. So this time again, we are like, oh, it will manifest. It's like there is the flower blooming. Yes, it's all possible, of course. As well as like without attachment to that final result, but also just like that in itself gives us confidence now of like, oh, if it will manifest, I'm free now. It's okay then. It's fine. It's gonna happen. So it gives us more freedom and ease in the moment, so we can more enjoy this moment, as well as believe in ourselves, as well as know that yes, we are capable. It will happen. And parallel, we are strengthening our path, so you can imagine your own unique path. We are strengthening that to confidence and beauty. Allowing this whole path be more, like have more of that energy of confidence and beauty. In a way, this is kind of cool because it's both masculine and feminine. I just thought like, yeah, because like confidence is more of the masculine energy of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make it happen, I can, I will, yes, like that energy. And the beauty is like that bloom of the flower that's like opening, that's like, wow, it's that awe of life, of like, you know, something just being so beautiful that it's impossible to, in a way, create it yourself when you're like trying to make something beautiful, but beauty just happens in a way as a co-creation with universe, as universe or your soul expressing itself in whichever way you are deciding to express yourself. So that's so nice. Confidence and beauty. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting that's good. So these are nice nice links for today. Yeah, it feels nice. And I really like, for some reason, how like this flower got to be a part of today's session, and like the stem and the flower. Yeah, so nice. Yeah, and it's so important to, again, like be okay with the moment, you know, and not be okay, but like enjoy the moment, like find something in the moment that actually like you like, actually like feels good to you, and just keep going, knowing that everything always changing and shifts, and yeah, there's always more beauty, more of your own soul expressing itself, playing with others, playing with life, creating something, experiencing something. Yeah. Thank you, Relinde. And yeah, it is a gorgeous rose. Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's just one, but it's like, but it kind of shows everything. Yeah. And there is light of the sun. That's like, this is cool. Yeah, and also drink some water after the session to help your body process all of that emotion that's now being released, so that you may feel lighter, you may feel freer, more at ease. Yeah, and can take on whatever's like present in your life, whatever's coming in. Also letting go what's leaving your life and no longer is a part of your life. It's okay to let it go too. Yeah, like what's yours cannot ever leave you. So there is that, you know, a confidence of like, yeah, what's yours will be with you. It will come back to you. Yeah. Okay, that's amazing. It's late here. I'll sleep very well. That's awesome. Have a beautiful night's sleep. Let it bring you some magic and beauty and cosmical visions, if that feels good to you. Yeah, oh, feels very good. Yeah, okay, awesome. Yeah, that's amazing. Drink some water and enjoy. Have a beautiful, beautiful night, and thank you for joining. Yeah, I always love it when people are live and we can talk a little bit and interact a little bit. This is cool. Yeah. Yay, thanks for the hearts. Yeah. And yeah, I'm wishing everyone who's gonna be watching this very beautiful day or night, and yeah, to know that there is beauty in the world, there is beauty in you that you may be yet to discover. There is always layers of ourselves that we are discovering and rediscovering in ourselves as we go. There is more to you than that you know currently. So it's always exciting to, yeah, to be in this journey, in this process of self-discovering yourself and expressing yourself and creating with your unique visions, qualities, how you see life, how you feel life. Yeah, for me that's exciting to kind of, as we now remembering ourselves, and now we can connect with each other in that way of like co-creation with our gifts and talents. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm also excited to be offering one-on-one sessions of this work. I'm also working actually on group, kind of like a mini program, or maybe like ongoing program. So if you are curious or interested, you can let me know, and I will let you know when I have more details on that. But yeah, and I currently have special on one-on-one sessions. So if anyone watching this would like to actually have updates just for yourself in one-on-one setting, which is like private, safe container in which it's like you getting to be seen on those deep levels that it feels so relaxing and so kind of relieving most of the times, when it's like, oh wow, that's why I feel that way, and suddenly this other person can put it into words that point to that feeling, and I would never be able to express that, and suddenly that starts to change, and that emotion just releases from you, and you just feel like, wow, like a lot of weight just like dropped out of your system, and you just feel clear and light. And yeah, and that's how many people feel as well after the sessions. They feel lighter and clear and more like confident in themselves. The link is basically to just message me currently, yeah, for one-on-one sessions. I can also drop a link to my website where, if it's better, it's possible to kind of already book a session with a time. And I also have 15 minutes free introduction sessions for people who just want to kind of like connect with me first to see if it's a good match to them, is it good for what they want. But I love working with women to help them build more of self-confidence and trust themselves more, believe in themselves more, clear out all that like chaos and emotions and distractions of what other people tell them, and what, that like not knowing what to do in their life and just being a bit tired, maybe overworked, and working not at the right jobs that they want. And so I'm helping them to rediscover what do they want, who are they inside. And this comes organically during like working together, that you just start to feel clearer on who you are and what you like, what feels good, as well as more capable to actually make those changes in your life and bring in more of the supportive things in your life that actually uplift you, inspire you, make you feel better about yourself and life. And so that you feel more empowered to maybe even change your work environment, or find new relationships that feel better than the previous relationships that were not good or not fulfilling. Yeah, so there is a lot, right? It's like it's really like a transformation that's happening, and I love to work with people during like a period of time, because then we can really see the change, and then you can really see the change in how you feel. And it's like day and night between when we start to work together and afterwards. You just feel more free and more like in your own energy, like organically and easily, like you're not trying anymore, you just are more confident, you are just doing the things you want, you're just speaking your truth. It all starts to happen. And of course you start to feel happier because you're just being you. And that's kind of the core of what I'm doing. I'm helping you to be you. I'm helping you to just be you, to be like, what do you like, what do you want, and letting life give it to you, letting life to feel that way to you. So it becomes like this wholeness of your life. So you're not separate from life, you're not trying to fit into life, you're creating the life you like from what's inside of you, from you that's true. So I'm helping you to discover that true essence of who you are and bring it into the world. Yeah, this is good. And message is good. That's awesome. Yeah. So that's cool. And for me, that has been my process. And yeah, and I can see, of course, and feel the change in myself, because I used to be very shy, and now I'm doing Facebook Lives, for example. And for me, this is actually fun and exciting to always do them, because I really enjoy it. It's a part of who I am, to express myself and to help other people, to make it like positive, something positive that brings more light and kindness and love to everyone. Thanks for doing this. You're welcome. Yeah, I love doing this. So, yeah, if this resonates to anyone who would want to watch this and connect with me, I would love to do that, to connect with you, to see what's present for you, to help you release any of that old memories, emotions, fears from your system so that you may become the true you, the free you, the happy you, the confident you, yeah, and have more of appreciation for yourself, from yourself, and then also from other people. And yeah, cool. So yeah, it's interesting, like the really light is playing with me today on my live stream. And yeah, it feels already like very nice, like from when I just started the links, like for me, and like after the links I already feel more clarity in myself. And who if you watch this in replay and you want to let me know how you feel after you tapped out the links, please do so. I would like to know. Yeah, so I'm sending you so much light and love and goodness of life, and just this assurance that you are on the right track. Everything you're doing is right. It will be fulfilling and resultful, and just keep going. And yeah, and also notice the beauty in life even in the moment. Don't wait for something big to happen before you can be happy. You can already find that happiness inside of yourself now, in something you enjoy, in some of the little things, little moments, and keep focusing on that. Keep focusing on things that are joyful to you, that bring you some of that like good feeling. Yeah. And yeah, and I'll see you soon. Again, thanks so much for joining. I love doing this so much, and I'm wishing you wonderful, wonderful day or night. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye.